Welcome. I'm so glad to introduce our new head girls basketball coach, Mitch Taylor. Coach, welcome back to Batesville High School in your new capacity as our head varsity girls basketball coach. Tell us a little bit about your experiences. You're a proud Batesville High School graduate, a member of our men's basketball team. You went to Brownstown Central to teach and coach to start your career. Then we're fortunate enough to bring you back into the Batesville Middle School last year as a teacher, and you helped with our JV program. And now tonight we're proud to name you as our new head girls basketball coach. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, so after playing in Coach Garrett's program throughout my high school career, I really didn't know where I wanted to go. And I had a conversation with him, and he really pointed me in the direction of education. And after that happened, it was kind of a light bulb went up for me. And it's something that I pursued, and I've really enjoyed ever since. So while I was in college, I tried to come back to Batesville as much as I could to help Coach Garrett and his program during the summers and when I could in the winters. And when I student taught here at the high school, I also helped out in multiple sports in different ways. So just to try to, keep my foot in the door, if you will. So after I got my first job at Brownstown Central, I actually coached 4 years of basketball there, 2 at the 6th grade level with boys and then 2 at the freshman level with boys. And being under Coach Dave Benner there was a great experience. I learned a lot. There were a lot of coaches there who were mentors for me. They still are. And they've really helped me along the way and helped me being confident as a coach and also just kind of knowing what it takes to run a program. So coming back here last year was great. I was able to be on Coach Helvey's staff last year at the JV level and now taking over the program as my own. I'm really excited. It's something that I've looked forward to since, leaving Batesville back in 2013 and now coming back. It's a great way to it's a goal that I've always had, and I'm really blessed and honored to be in this position.
You had your first important meeting a couple of weeks ago. You met with the returning players in our media center, then followed that up shortly after with a parent meeting and a player meeting at the middle school and high school level. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I met with the players first. I thought that was really important. I just wanted to kind of talk about expectations. It's a new role for me, and they're going to see me in a new light. So I really wanted to talk to them about what I expected and what I wanted from them in the off season and then carrying into next season. I felt that went really well. We had a lot of players who played last year came in, were at that meeting. And then going into the parent meeting, I wanted to try to grab as many youth, middle school involved parents and girls who are involved in basketball, as well as our high school parents, just to kind of make it more of a streamlined program where I've kind of got influences at all levels. And parent meeting went really well. Had a lot of information about opportunities for middle school and high school girls throughout the summer going into next year.
As we get to finish this school year here, the summer months quickly upon us, tell us a little bit about what our fans and our players can expect from the summer and what experiences you hope to generate as you begin to implement your program.
Yeah, I'm excited to kind of run my own show. I want to implement some things that I think that will really benefit the girls as far as the way we play defense and the different actions and opportunities they'll have on the offensive end. And I'm really looking to play to their strengths. I think that any good program, they don't try to make it one set way for every player, but really adjust to what the player's strengths are and help them succeed in that way. So I'm really excited this summer. Hopefully we can start implementing those things. And girls really not only do they work out some weaknesses, but maybe find out what some of those weaknesses are and then really sharpen their strengths.
2 players are going to lead your returning seniors. One is Emma Weiler, who played for you last year at the varsity level, and Michaela Granger-Young, who missed all last season with an injury. Talk about their role as seniors and leading the transition in the program, not only from a coaching standpoint, but also going into their senior year.
Yeah, I think Michaela and Emma will have a huge role this year. There are 2 guards that are going to be asked a lot from me. I'm going to be asking them to guard intensely for 32 minutes. I'm going to be asking them to take care of the basketball and make good decisions. And I think those 2 are really going to set the tone for my program going forward as far as what I expect out of my guards, what I expect a Batesville basketball Lady Bulldog guard to play like. And I'm going to bring them in and have them buy in first. And I think they can really lead the way and be leaders off the court as well, whether that's at practice or in the locker room or in the community in any way.
You also welcome back 2 returning varsity players, sophomores, Allison Peters and Sophie Gazelle. What can Bulldogs fans expect with their development from last season to this upcoming season?
Right. I know Allie and Sophie have put in a lot of work in this spring. It's been, I think, really eye-opening for them as varsity players last year as far as what it really takes to compete at that level. And I think coming into this offseason, they have a huge advantage because they know the things that they need to get better at, and they're really driven to get better at those things. So whether it's on the offensive end or the defensive end or the mental side of the game, I think they understand the things that they have to do before the end of the summer or the beginning of next winter in order to help them have individual success, but in doing so, help the team have success. So I'm really looking forward to the type of work and lead by example type of things that they'll do this summer.
You served as a JV coach last year, so you have great familiarity with the roster that in any program, the JV will begin to filter up to the varsity level. Talk about some of the players that you have high hopes for moving from the junior varsity team last year to predominant varsity minutes this year.
Yeah, there were three girls at the JV level had a big impact for me last year, and those were Lydia Haskamp, Claire Sainer, and Cora Deputy. And all three of those, I think, I expect to make the next step and play at the varsity level next year. And Lydia is one with Allie and Sophie who's put a lot of work in this spring, and she's one who loves to work at it. And she wants to get better. She's a very coachable player, so I'm excited for her future. Claire Sainer, she's a multi-sport athlete, but I think she loves basketball and she wants to be involved as much as possible. And there are many different things she can do on the court. She can play inside and out. She can shoot. She can rebound. And then, of course, Core Deputy. She, at times last year, she was our best defender at the JV level. And sometimes we thought, as far as on-ball defender, she could help us at the varsity level too. So I think next year, playing behind both Emma and Michaela, I think Core can really carve out a role and really help us out.
Coach, you take over a program that's in a great spot from having girls in the gym numerous nights. And it's been great with the Batesville Girls Basketball Association, being in all of the gyms here at the high school and other gyms in the corporation. Talk a little bit about their organization, the expectations that they have, teaching the girls the game of basketball and finding an outlet of joy, of fun in playing the game.
Right. I think BGBA and our youth leagues in general, I have to give credit to the parents because there's a lot of parents who are very involved and they want Batesville girls basketball to be successful. And I think the things that they've done over the past several years has really translated into some of these classes coming up that have a lot of depth and a lot of girls who are interested and want to play basketball. I think they make it enjoyable. They make it fun, keeps girls interested. And at the same time, they're teaching basketball in a positive way. And they're developing those skills at an early age that you really need to be successful at the middle school and high school levels.
Well, Coach, as we wrap up here, again, congratulations on being named the girls varsity basketball coach. We're going to end this school year. We're going to go right into a busy summer that will go quick. And I know that you and your team will be in the weight room and in the gym. Looking forward to November. What can Bulldog fans expect of the 2022-23 girls basketball team?
Yeah, I think that Bulldog fans should be excited. I think there's three things they can look forward to. The first thing is we're going to compete every possession. And that's something that, as a player, I was always taught to do. And that's something I'm going to instill in my players. Second thing is we are going to give it our all for those 32 minutes. No matter how things may be going on the offensive end as far as shooting or anything else, all I ask from my players is complete effort all the time. And then the third thing, we're going to do things the right way. And I've always been taught that way as a Batesville Bulldog coming back and leading a Batesville Bulldog team. I want to do things the right way and represent our community. So I think that Batesville fans of old and Batesville fans that are a little newer to the game, whether that's because they have kids in the system or whatever that may be, I think they're going to be excited for the product we put on the floor in winter.
Coach Mitchell Taylor, thanks for your willingness to lead. Best of luck in the off season, and we look forward to seeing you in the gym, not only in the summer, but also as we get back together next November. Coach Mitchell Taylor, the new girls basketball coach at Batesville High School.
Thank you.